Hello, today we're talking about the first John Wick. I have actually not watched the sequels or Ballerina. As of recording, that's the latest update to the John Wick franchise. But I decided to rewatch the first John Wick because I had watched the original John Wick long ago and I didn't remember, and I decided to rewatch it, and it's pretty good. It's amazing. Of course, we all know the main plot point. Man loves his dog a little too much, does scary things when things happen to the dog. I'm trying to avoid spoilers in case anyone has not watched it because for some reason people haven't watched John Wick. Yeah, there are people like that which exist. But John Wick is fantastic. I rewatched it expecting it to be not as good because I watched it when I was very young, and I was like, when you're young, you tend to kind of view movies from a rose tinted glass. You're like, oh my god, that was such a great movie. And then you rewatch them and it's not that good. John Wick's pretty good. I completely forgot it had William Dafoe, which was, I was watching the movie or rewatching the movie and I was like, William Dafoe. And he is actually like a proper side character in the film. He does a great job. Keanu Reeves does a great job. I don't know how to pronounce this. Michael Nyqvist, who plays Vigo basically. I think he does an absolutely fantastic job playing Vigo. And overall, this is a nice, action-packed, tight film. And if you've seen my reviews at this point, you know I like compact films which don't feel too long, which have just enough things going for it. And for me, this falls into one of those really good films categories where nothing feels dragged out. It has a small, tight cast. It doesn't feel bloated, and I like that. I really enjoy those kind of films. And to top it off, the story is not half bad. I personally am not a fan of action films, not because I don't like guns or violence. I fucking love them. Only because I'm so tired of movies doing them wrong and just doing the same thing again and again and again. It's like every action movie is a reskin of every action movie ever made. John Wick is a fun action movie. It actually feels interesting to watch. You're actually rooting for the characters. It's not a bunch of nonsensical shooting to the point where you're like, let's just get this over with. Like it's not an action movie which solely relies on the action for it to be good. Like there's actual other elements of the movie which looks, and the movie looks great, by the way. I think the movie looks fantastic through and through, even though most of it is very dark and bleak looking, but it somehow has color in the bleakness, if that makes sense. So yeah, I think fantastic film. If I had to give it a rating, I would probably give it a 4 out of 5. I don't think it's quite more than that for me because I think it's up there. Like it's a good action film, but it's not beyond like a 4 up, like 4 stars. But regardless, I really enjoyed it. And honestly, rewatching it kind of motivates me to watch the sequels as well. I have heard some of the sequels aren't as good, and I've also heard that the first movie is the best movie in the entire franchise. But I'm not gonna listen to most people. I will probably check out the sequels as well. But the first John Wick, even if I never watch the other movies or the sequels, the first John Wick exists in itself without needing a sequel, and I think that's what I like, right? So yeah, what did you guys think about the original John Wick, the 2014 one? Don't forget to let me know. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.